So this one's going to be a bit of a longer video because we're going to build us a pitfire kiln. Hello you dirty potters, how are you today? I got two shirts on, even though it's massively hot. Get in there, get in there! So today is actually a very special episode. Why, you may ask? Because this is my barren backyard that has nothing in it, and it's gross and dry because it's summer and I live in Sacramento, where I'm not allowed to water my lawn for more than 2 days a week. Knowing this, I decided to do something about it. So I've actually wanted to do a pit fire for a very long time. In fact, one of my favorite firing techniques is pit firing, because usually you have to dig a giant hole inside of your ground, and then you have to make sure it's deep enough, and then you have to make sure it's safe enough and get a bunch of permits, and you gotta be really, it's a bunch of mess. And truth be told, most people honestly just dig a hole and set it on fire, but it's not like I'm a pro at setting things on fire. So seeing my barren backyard together with the fact that I would love to do a pit fire, I thought I'll dig a hole in there, until I found somebody on Instagram. This person on Instagram essentially showed me how to build a pit fire kiln without digging into the ground. He literally just got a bunch of blocks, stacked them together in a chimney formation, and then put a bunch of fireable stuff in there. He just got fire brick, and he literally made an upper rise version of what I'm trying to do. And we're gonna do it right over there in that dead spot. Right here. We're gonna do it right here, where I'm teabagging. You see it? Right here? Now I'm trying to be smart about this because I have some foliage up there, right? And of course I have the little balcony thing up there, and of course I have more foliage over there. So I literally can't build it underneath here because fire is gonna go upwards, of course. Can't build it over there for the same reasons, and I can't build it over there for the same reasons. So because of this I get fucking dizzy right now. This dead spot right here is the perfect place to build it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Home Depot, we're gonna see how much brick $20 buys us, and then we're gonna start the first section of this pit fire kiln today. And on the 9th day, God made air conditioning. Yes! I'm really tempted to just get like regular fire brick, but I also don't want to go to the counter and be like, excuse me, which brick resists fire? Oh, all of them because they're stone? Okay, I'm stupid. Okay, sorry, I'm just a man, baby. Okay, so I found someone to actually help me, and she pointed me out to these bricks, and she said they're clay bricks. And as soon as she said clay, I was like, I'm just gonna take these. What's weird is that the used bricks are a little more expensive, and you guys know I like to recycle, so this one is actually, I want to buy these, but these seem like they would stack a lot better, even though they're technically cheaper. So I'm gonna lay the foundation today, because I only got about an hour before I gotta be somewhere, and then we're gonna see where that leads us, and we're gonna do it the next day after we're done. But of course, I'm gonna take myself building it for you guys, because who doesn't like to see me go on the struggle bus? I just put a towel down so that it wouldn't mess up the back seat of my car. We're gonna go ahead and put this giant cart directly back inside of the little bracket so that we can help other people find out where it is, because we're not pieces of trash like that guy way over there or that guy way over there. If you don't put your shopping carts back after you're done shopping, you're a bad person. You're a piece of garbage. Okay, so we just got back to the house, and I'm gonna put some of these bricks down. I'm gonna set you guys up over there, and I'm gonna start building as much as I can today. You see, the problem I'm having at the moment is that I want to make this thing big enough to actually do more pieces, but I also don't want to make it so big that it doesn't retain any heat, because the smaller it is, the more heat I can keep in there and the hotter it'll stay for a longer amount of time, which would usually give me a better product as far as my pottery goes. But if I make this thing too small, I'll get like one piece in, and I want to do large pieces in this thing. Let's pass it over to future Dante. Okay, so we just came back from Home Depot and I got some more bricks. Last time we got 20 bricks and it made about that big of a stack. And I thought to myself, what's like the biggest thing that I'm gonna pit fire, right? So I went to my studio and I got this thing right here. This is probably the size of what I'm normally gonna pit fire. So right now I'm gonna try and test this out, and then we're gonna bring the other 30 bricks in and put it in here, and we're gonna see how big this stacks up, because I really only need the base to be about as big as the width of this. After that, I really don't have to worry until I make something bigger. So I'll probably give it a little bit more space than this, but this is like the size that I'm gonna make stuff for art shows. I also understand that this is probably the biggest I'll ever make something, right? So while that's probably the widest, this thing right here is probably the tallest I'm ever gonna put in there. So this thing is pretty tall. This thing is like the length of my entire arm, right? So I'm getting this kind of as a barometer to see how tall I wanna make this thing in the first place. So I'm gonna kind of put this over there too. Okay, so we're just about done. Here you can see that I've double insulated the bottom, and that's mostly because this is on grass, and it's on rather dry grass in the summer, and I don't want to burn my lawn, right? So just in case something falls through a crack in a brick, I'm double insulating it just in case. I'm just calling this the foundation because I've already decided this is as tall as I'm gonna ever make the damn thing, right? So it's gonna go about right there just for airflow instead of right there, and I'm probably gonna build right around here or there. It really depends on how I feel. So whether I need more space or not depends on how the airflow goes, but this is about it for day number 2. We're gonna wait for day number 3 and we're gonna start building the walls to this thing. Okay, it's a new day. It's now day 3, and when I woke up this morning, I had to make the choice of, am I gonna go buy new work shoes, right? Because my feet hurt real bad wearing tennis shoes to work, or am I gonna buy more bricks for this kiln? I think we all know what I'm gonna choose. So I assume that you guys don't want to see me go to Home Depot like every time, so I'm just gonna cut that part out and bring you some bricks. Okay, so some of you are probably screaming this in the comment section below as I'm making it, but there's actually a proper way to build a box out of bricks, and I'm new. I'm totally new, so I didn't know that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go over there and fix it so everything's nice and symmetrical.
I'll stand here while you work, yes.
Yes.
Faster.
You're a manager.
I'm supervising.
Yes. Do I get a raise?
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to talk to my manager. I mean, the higher ups. I mean, Here, let me help you. So you say you're gonna buy a metal sheet?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a metal sheet and we're gonna put it on the top, because it would suck a lot if I put a giant brick sheet, like a giant stone slab on top of this. It would kill my back. So we're gonna pick up a metal kind of like serrated sheet so that we can put it on top of this and insulate the heat.
So it looks like you're making a brick house. She's a brick house.
Remember, not only do we have to reach up to here, we have to reach up to like here, because we need to put the sheet on top and allow airflow to come in. So we need at least 1 brick of space upwards from this. So this is how much space we really need, on top of having access to the actual panel so I can lift. So we need about here, to be honest. This is almost $100 right here by itself. But most of this is only possible because of my patrons who actually support me. So they're definitely gonna get stuff out of this kiln simply because they're helping me build this. They're gonna get all the good stuff first.
Started from the bottom, now we're almost there.
Now we're
Almost there.
almost done. I know you guys don't know this, but it's dumbass hot here in Sacramento. It's been 100 and something for the past like 2 weeks. Sacramento is a kiln. It's just a Beyblade bowl of heat. Okay, we're back at Home Depot here for the last time, and I did a little bit of calculations, and I need about 50 more bricks, and I also need to buy the fire starter, which means I gotta buy wood chips or if they sell dry lint, that'd be amazing, but I highly doubt they do. They told me to actually come back because I've taken so many bricks now that they have to get them from the very, very top. So I'm gonna come back in 10 minutes and go get the metal roof right now, because I guess I bought out all of the bricks. So now they have to go get more. So I'm gonna take this time to go ahead and go get the metal roof that I need, and then see if I can get some fire starter or at least something that's flammable and I could just burn that. So I found the metal roofing, and I think this is the one that I'm gonna get right here. This is a little bit big for what I need, but it looks like I can cut this off, and I'm getting the one with ridges on it because I can grab it a lot easier. So I'm just gonna get this one. So all the bricks are in my car, but the tin roof will not fit inside my car.
Yep, that's right. I'm a problem solver. That's what I do. I solve problems.
Okay, this is it. It's pretty much done. Of course, I made sure that the bricks right here are higher, right, just by a little bit, than the very top of this. And of course, I'm going to set the actual lid on top of this so I can have easy access and open and close the lid. And of course, I'm going to let it burn for like maybe 30-40 minutes, and then I'm going to take it off, let it sit, let it burn for about 5-6 hours, and then I'm going to just open it up in the morning and hopefully be super happy. Now we have to wait to the next episode, right, so that I can buy a bunch of mulch and a bunch of sawdust and a bunch of burnable things. I already have all my colorants and everything, so hopefully we can do this in the next episode. But thank you guys very much for joining me. I really hope you guys like this little demo on how I built my pitfire kiln. It took a long time. This actually took about a month, and I only did like 1 day out of the week. Bought materials, came back, built it, recorded it, kept doing that so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, right? So it really took me about 4 days of constant work, maybe 30 minutes of work each, minus the driving there and back, and every 50 bricks cost me about $32, right? Because it's like 60 cents a brick or something like that. That's not correct math, I'm just saying, I'm rounding out. The metal roofing cost me about $12 from Home Depot, and then of course the pots are, I'm not gonna price the pots because they're my work. So thank you guys very much for watching. I really hope this helped you build your pitfire kiln. If you're starting one, it's a lot more simple that it looks actually. And thank you very much, Justin, for helping me. It's a friend of mine on Instagram. I had found he built his kiln this way, and I asked him how, and he was like, it's really, really easy, man. He has some amazing artwork. I'm gonna put his link down below inside the description. I suggest you guys check him out. He makes some stuff. And if you want to see any of my artwork, the links are down below as well. I love your Dirty Potter faces, and I will see you next Thursday. I don't know if you know this, or if you can tell by the structure of what I've done here, but yeah, I've played a little bit of Minecraft. It's okay. Don't be jelly.